we're looking at this.
Me.
Alex holding a guitar made out of wood and aluminium and colours and pickups and stuff.
Made of colours.
Yes, there's colours on it.
Wow.
And my name is Gabor.
Hey, welcome along. I'm Alex. We're going to check out this guitar today.
Mm-hmm.
This is a special parts build. We'll talk about it and see what happened and will happen.
Yes, many things may or may not have happened.
Dreams.
And I just want to mention
Future.
right from the start, all the parts, except for actually the bridge and tailpiece and the knobs. But all the other parts were provided by each individual manufacturer. So just so you know, this is a sponsored video.
Yeah.
So my Mooncaster parts guitar build, I call Moony now.
Moony.
There's a full playlist. I'm going to put it here, and then we'll put it at the end as well.
Moony McMoonface.
Moony McMoonface. From everything from the original idea phase to receiving parts to putting it together to it now being finished. So the idea behind this, right? So this is let's start with this. So this is a Warmoth body, what they call the Mooncaster, a Hoxey guitar, aluminium neck, and Madlove Travis Bean style pickups, right? So the idea with this guitar was, a little while ago, mid 2024 sometime, we did a video of the Tom DeLonge Starcaster, and you can watch the video for it up here. And I really, really liked that guitar. Yeah. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a Starcaster with an aluminium neck? And I always start thinking about this sort of stuff. I'm already working on the next 2 or 3 parts guitars I want to put together in my head. But anyway, so what I did was, Alex always raves about his Warmoth guitars. He's got a bunch of guitars. He's got a...
Should we quickly show them?
Quickly show them
Just
as
for
well.
fun. This is a Jazzcaster one. Warmoth neck and body. It's all fancy woods.
Mm-hmm.
Mahogany. All the shades of brown.
Every shade of brown.
All the shades of brown. And a Strat type... Strat type one with more brown.
He hurt his thumb. That's why he's going ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, it's even more brown. So it's double brown.
Yes.
Lovely.
Just when you think it couldn't be any more brown, it's more brown. So Alex always raved about his Warmoth guitar. So I thought I'd contact Warmoth. And surprisingly, they said, yes, let's do this. And I put together, let's start with that. I put together this body, right? So this is a what they call a Mooncaster body from Warmoth. In this amazing, and I'm going to try and take some photos of it up close or something like that. It's always, pictures never do it justice.
It's more green in person than it is on that camera screen.
Well, it is depending on how you look at it and what the light is. It's very green or very blue. It's a color called turquoise flake. It's sort of, it can be very green and then the light changes and all of a sudden it's very blue and vice versa. But yeah, at the moment looking at it, it looks very green to me and it looks very blue in the screen. With black binding and really, really well-made body. Beautiful finish. Everyone who's seen this guitar in real life always goes, man, that's a finish and a half, isn't it? Then I thought I wouldn't mind an aluminium neck, but aluminium necks are usually very heavy.
Yes.
But I kept seeing ads for this company called Hoxey Guitars. And Cam from Hoxey Guitars. Hoxey Guitars. Again, so Aaron from Warmoth and Cam from Hoxey Guitars were so kind to say, yeah, why not? We'll send you one. So this is a chambered aluminium neck. So I'll see if I have any photos, but check out some of the other videos if I don't. If you take the neck off and look at it from this way, there's sort of 2 big holes there that were drilled into it for weight relief. So it's not super heavy for an aluminium neck guitar. Yeah. If you ever picked up an aluminium neck guitar, and all my other aluminium neck guitars are very solid, it's very heavy. This is actually not that heavy.
You can actually kind of see in with the neck joint there.
Yeah, you can sort of see it's hollow in here, right? So that's
you can hide treats and
you can hide treats, cookies, other illegal or legal substances. So he sent me this with the I think the hip shot locking tuners that came from Hoxey Guitars. And then I was thinking, what kind of pickup should I put in this? And I just before I got into this. And you can watch a video up here. I put some Madlove pickups into my J Mascis Jazzmaster. I bought those. I put actually pickup. I put the Travis Bean Jazzmaster style pickup because I liked what it said about it. And I was never happy with the P90 in that guitar. I wanted a different pickup.
Sure.
I love the neck pickup, but that P90, it was a P90 style in a Jazzmaster pickup. I never liked it. And I love the Travis Bean style pickup. And I was talking to Michael at Madlove Pickups, and he was just about to release these pickups, which are sort of his Travis Bean style humbuckers. And Travis Bean, if you know the story about Travis Bean, they made Aluminium Neck guitars, yada, yada, yada. So it kind of suited it all. And put it all together. Should also mention, big thank you to Jim at DeluxeTone Guitars. I made a bit of a boom boom. One of the things you've got to be aware of when you use aluminium necks and you have an angled neck pocket, you need to drill the holes in the body a little bit bigger, because if you screw screws into a wooden neck, the screws kind of find their way because the wood is soft. This is not soft. So as you screwed in, it actually got wedged in, and Jim at DeluxeTone Guitars helped me get the screw out. Then he went to Japan, and I was away. And while he was away, I went to see my friend Mark Shipton at Mark Shipton Instrument Repairs. Links to everyone below. And he helped me put this guitar together.
The cool thing about this like semi-hollow thing with Warmoth, they do have cavity access on the back, so you don't have to try and fish stuff through with contraptions and fishing line and all sorts of stuff.
Apparently it was still a little bit of a mission to get the toggle switch in there, because you've got to go in there, but it was all done.
It's not like a 335 where
it's all through their
mystery,
files.
yeah.
Yeah. So should we now? So that's basically spec wise. So it's a hang on, I never remember these things. So I've got it written down here. So basically, the body is a poplar body. I went for the cheapest because I thought it's a really thick finish on it. So I don't think it really matters with an alder top. So the core wood is poplar with an alder top, and then it's got a turquoise flake finish on it. Neck wise. Again, he made it. I would have been happy with just anything he had lying around, but he made this especially for me. It's a chambered aluminium neck with the satin or matte finish in the back and a shiny fretboard. The only thing with this is it's very shiny, and you just before you even touch it, you just think about touching it, fingerprints appear. So it's very fingerprint inducing.
conductive.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fretboard, so it's chambered with a 12 to 16 inch compound radius, I believe. So very flat. Actually, let me double check that. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, 12 to 16 inch compound radius, 25.5 inch scale length, with stainless steel frets, which must be a humongous pain in the butt to get into an aluminium neck. But anyway. It's a lovely guitar. I genuinely really, really like this. I like all my parts guitars, but this has become one of my absolute favorites. Should we do a couple of sounds?
Sure.
Now, Alex is going to do some clean sounds with his busted thumb from his
Quad bike accident.
table tennis accident.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what I did.
After he quad biked.
At the same time. That's
No, I just want to mention, when we do any of these demos, the amp is always set up the same, right? So these are quite high upper pickups, so they push the front end a little bit more. So if you watch any of the guitar videos, any guitar demos, right, the amp is always set up the same way, which also makes you maybe see all the difference in the pickups. These are quite high output pickups.
They are.
Setup wise, I'm getting ready for this. You got to say it, but I'm getting ready for this.
Mostronics amp switcher, Cherry Tone OTS Mini 20, which is a clean Fender Dumble thing, and 2-nose Torpedo Capped X for IRs and some Verb.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just volume tone, hey? No.
Yeah, nothing else, just volume tone. And in standard tuning, so I wanted all my other aluminium neck guitars are in C standard and B standard
Downstairs,
tuning.
Yeah.
This is now in standard tuning. I wanted a standard tuning guitar.
Try and play with my pick between those two.
Try playing like that.
begging for some crunch and distortion.
Yeah.
The middle position. Something happened. Neck. Hang on, let me fix my pick holding thing situation. Pretty cool, eh?
I love this guitar. I really, really like this guitar. I know it's mine and I'm put it together, but I really like this guitar. So let's do some dirty sounds now. I'm going to use the DeluxeTone's BSX for that. There's a video for it up here. Got a BSX on one side. It's a brown sound, so kind of like a Marshall in a box, and the other side, and that's what we're going to use now, is a TSX, which is his TS10 Tube Screamers kind of thing. Everything at 12 o'clock. Bridge pickup, G chord. Love those dissonant chords. middle position.
Good riff. I like that.
Oh, thank you. I just made it up on the spot. Neck position. Okay, so Alex, your thoughts, because it's my guitar.
Sure.
My thoughts is good. My thoughts is good. My thoughts are good, but your thoughts. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. So, I don't think I've seen any Warmoth parts that aren't absolutely immaculate. The finishes are just spot on.
Everyone has seen this, from guitar makers to people in music shops and stuff. They all said, "Man, that's a finish and a half, isn't it?" And it's just really well done. The quality is right up there.
Like that's the extreme sparkle thing, or like just gloss with fancy wood. There's just no flaws.
No, they do very good stuff at Warmoth.
Like, why can't everyone else do that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, actual parts wise, it's awesome, and it's an interesting combination. I think I like that headstock shape better than any of the other.
Oh, really?
Aluminium
neck ones. Yeah, there's for weight relief they always do that. Now you can they do actually do proper Fender licensed necks.
Really?
So you can buy with proper Strat headstocks, solid. which look really, really good. So without the, without the
Sure.
little gap. So proper Strat style headstocks, Telly style headstocks, Jazzmaster
right.
style headstocks, even Charvel with locking,
Right.
with a locking bridge, and so that Fender licensed,
Yeah.
and they will fit on any Fender guitar. Just
There you go.
put them straight on. Like I said, the only thing be aware of, angled neck pockets. It just, it doesn't give when you go
fun.
into aluminium.
Yeah.
So what you've got to do is you've got to drill the holes in the body. You've got to drill them a little bit bigger, so there's a tiny little bit of play when you move it in, when you put it in. Because one bolt got stuck,
Yep.
and Jim helped me get it out. So what are your thoughts on aluminium neck generally? I mean,
Yeah, cool.
to me it has this sort of, it almost, not quite, but almost. If you imagine a tube amp versus transistor amp,
Yeah.
it has this immediacy. It's
Yeah,
it's
right.
really quick attack when you're playing, really quick snap, and just it's right there as you're playing it. Kind of like when you play a transistor amp,
Yep.
the tube has this little sort of like, it just sags into it, whereas transistors just it's there, and it's kind of, I find the same thing with playing an aluminium neck guitar into a tube amp. It's more there. It's
Transient
quicker attack.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Yeah, interesting.
The other thing I find with aluminium neck guitars, they don't move, so they stay in tune really well. You don't pick it up for ages, and it stays in tune. People asked about it being chambered, whether it makes a difference. It hasn't moved. We just went recently from, so when the guitar first came, it was maybe mid-spring in Australia,
Yep.
and it was a relatively cool spring, and we went into a very hot and humid summer. It hasn't moved at all. So to me, it's a super solid thing, aluminium necks, even chambered.
Yeah.
And just, it's not super, I mean, it's a little bit neck divey, but it's not super neck divey.
So I wonder if there's anything you can compare it to. Like ebony's pretty hard and fast,
Yeah. But still not quite the
but
same.
it's never gloss like that.
No.
So,
And the interesting thing with aluminium is always when you first pick it up in the morning, it's cold.
yep.
You got to get used to the feel of it, the coldness of it. And like I said, this has got fingerprints galore from, I cleaned it before I came here, but it's got fingerprints galore on the fretboard, on the pickups. And it's just because it's so shiny. As soon as you even look at it, it gets fingerprints on it. I've got set up with 11, so they're slightly heavier strings. But does it feel, the action's great, like really low.
Yep.
And that's another great thing about the aluminium stuff. The dead straight necks.
Yeah.
So you can have quite a low action without any buzzing. And especially with a super flat fretboard like this, which is, what was it, 12 to 16 compound. I love the sound of the pickups.
Yeah, they're interesting. Hey.
They're high output, but almost sort of hi-fi, like lots of clarity. Great string definition. Whether that's got something to do with the aluminium neck as well, I'm not 100% sure, but really good string definition. I really, really like these pickups. And I really liked the same pickup on my Jamaskis. Well, I don't know if it's a humbucker. It's I think it's still a single coil there. This is a humbucker, but
Okay.
I think it's a single coil in the Jazzmaster shape pickup, I think. But just the string definition of the low tuning, it's so, like, yeah, I really like him. A big fan of Madlove pickups now.
That's kind of the whole point of doing a parts build is you do end up with something unique.
Yeah,
So whether it's extreme of having an aluminium neck or just a telly or a strat or something fairly straightforward, you do end up with something unique. There's also pros and cons about that.
Of course.
Like probably the resale's probably not really there, but if you build it for
Never
yourself to play, happy days.
exactly.
And that's
I
probably
mean,
why you should play it.
this guitar was sort of,
Yeah.
it was an idea I had for me,
Yeah, right.
but then I also actually thought about something that will look good on camera, which I think it does. This super sparkle gloss thing. Very different to all the other aluminium neck guitars. I went for the matte body, matte wooden finish to have that contrast. But I thought with this, let's just go.
You could go the other way, have the shiny gloss and then more matte neck and hardware.
Because you can get with Hoxey, you can have a polished back as well if you want.
Yeah.
You can have a non-polished fretboard. You can decide what you want. So you can
cool.
spec it all. What do you think of the feel of the neck?
Yeah, it's good. It does have this interesting little shoulder, like off where the fretboard would be.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's a nice feeling neck though.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It does have like almost a corner on it, but it doesn't like.
No.
As soon as you play 3 notes, it's nodding.
You get used to it, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of get used to it.
Very cool.
Anyway, so big thank you once again to the awesome people at Warmoth Guitars, Hoxey Guitars, and Madlove Pickups, and to Jim at DeluxeTone Guitars, and to Mark at Mark Shipton Guitars as well for helping me with all this, putting this together, and being all the companies super accommodating with my stupid ideas and thoughts. So thank you to all you people. Make sure I'm going to put up the playlist to the full, from the original idea kind of to all the parts arriving and everything playlist of videos. I'm going to put it here. And you're going to see this guitar in lots of videos, and see you in the next one.